Okay. Hi Ganesh. Thanks for joining. And I believe you might be having some questions before that we had in the last call. And
Yeah.
maybe you can start with your introduction a little, and then we can continue.
I graduated mechanical engineering from Anna University here in Chennai in the year 2012.
Okay.
Later, for 11 months, almost 1 year, I worked in a energy company called BGR Energy Systems,
Mm-hmm.
which is an EPC contractor company.
Okay.
Uh, Later, I moved on for my master's in energy engineering at Politecnico di Milano
Mm-hmm.
in Italy. Actually, it was a 2 years course, but
Mm-hmm.
people who really work hard and try to make a gift out of it, like they complete the course in 3 years
Okay.
maximum, 2.5 to 3 years.
Okay.
In my case, it was a vulnerable period for me after the first 1 year of my masters.
Mm.
I had some issues with my family and the friends there and
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
My health got
Mm.
interrupted in the middle, and I returned back. So I was in the care of my family. I
Mm-hmm.
was here. Took my health to regain my took time to regain my health back, and then
Yeah.
flight back to Italy to complete my thesis.
Okay.
Before that, I have completed all my courses. Only the
Okay.
thesis was left. So I
Mm.
mailed the professor and I completed my thesis there. And
Okay.
after the completion of my thesis, I approached my supervisor for a PhD position.
Mm.
But
Mm.
his perspective was like,
Mm.
after having seen all my
Yeah.
flight, he said it is not possible for you now. Maybe in the future.
Okay.
Uh, but because my master's CGPA was also less,
Yeah.
so I returned back to India and started working in a company. Got married and stuff went on. And
Yeah.
finally, one day, I got kicked out of the company due to the pandemic. And
Okay.
later, I started self-realization of myself and what I really wanted to do.
Yeah.
What comes naturally at ease with when I'm at ease, what comes to me naturally was the research. This was
Mm.
the thing which I found in myself. I identified this, and
Mm.
I was very fond of it.
Mm.
Fond of doing research in energy. So
Yeah.
I gradually built my career towards the energy. What are all the things that are needed? What
Mm.
are all the skills that are needed to
Yeah.
for a PhD in energy or mechanical or something like that. So
Yeah.
I used this time from 2021 April to till now. I used
Mm.
that time to build my skills, and I started applying from March
Mm.
2023. March 2023, I joined Europedia
Mm.
Global. After
Mm.
that, I changed my CV. I revised my cover letter a little bit and then started applying. I
Okay.
got few rejections. I
Mm.
got few acceptances
Mm.
for the first stage, and the second stage I could not able to move on. So
Mm.
for some, I moved on to the till the second stage, and finally, due to the uh, fees,
Yeah.
for example, $10,000 in Canada has I cannot able to pay. So
Yeah.
I thought if there are any scholarship
Mm.
that could cover the fees, then she said that the professor told that she would move on to another person.
Yeah. Yeah.
Likewise, the same happened in Italy.
Okay.
There was a uh, candidate better candidate
Yeah.
than my candidature who was in
Mm.
front of me. He accepted the offer. Henceforth, I could not able to move forward. And
Yeah.
the other two interviews are now again. Another interview is on September 18th. This
Mm.
is a consortium of 7 universities, I guess. This is a
Okay.
consortium of 7 universities in Italy,
Okay.
where I applied for the theme is there are different themes, wide variety of themes,
Mm.
ranging from energy, sustainability, policy, climate
So it's a
issues.
joint program.
It's a joint program with
Yeah.
variability of themes,
Yeah.
bioenergy.
Yeah.
So there are these themes are drawn from sustainable energy goals,
Mm.
United
Mm.
Nations Sustainable Energy Goals.
Mm.
So based on all the goals, so each and every topic covers one or two goals. Likewise,
Yeah.
I applied to energy policy, so
Mm.
integrated energy assessment modeling.
Mm.
So in order, you have to create a model for which an integrated energy assessment should be made. Climatic
Okay.
assessment should be made. How our climate has been changed, and this model has to be
Okay.
implemented as a policy. So
Okay.
for this, I prepared the research proposal with few of them. I researched on the Google, and then
Okay.
I mixed it everything, and then I sent.
Okay.
I have applied. After
Yeah.
that, I got an interview. I got selected for the interview on 18th of September
Yeah. Yeah.
afternoon. Yeah.
Okay. That's a very
Yeah.
detailed introduction as well as your current status of the things that are happening with you, right? That's
Yeah,
pretty
yeah,
good. That's pretty good. Yeah. So basically, after listening all this, what my take is, particularly if at all you are not able to find a PhD program, and if at all it's getting very difficult and time is passing by, my suggestion is go with some funded master's program, or maybe go
Okay.
with some master's program where you can find a good good professor there itself in the university, and maybe you can work for 2 years under the same professor as a part time or as a half pay research assistant, right? And then maybe you can convert it to a full-time PhD after showing your skills, right? Because of course
Yeah.
you need to show your skills, right? No one
Yeah,
can judge you
that is what
directly.
I was thinking. Like maybe if there is one year master program, if
Yeah,
at all I could find,
yeah,
because now at the age of 32 I am already married. So 1 year master program would be a benefit for me. It
yes,
could save some time, so that after
yes,
the 1 year master program I can directly join a PhD in US or some other.
yeah, exactly.
I don't know. So I was planning like that. So
Yeah, yeah.
would you able to assist me in some like
Yeah,
that?
I mean, yeah, yeah. Of course, I suggest going for in fact 1 year masters because you already have gained master's degree
Yeah,
already, right? So
yeah.
it's better to go for 1 year masters now, and moreover, it might increase your chance to get PhD as well as a good CGPA. So that's the key thing that you should target for now at least. If at all the time is passing by and you're not getting PhD, right? So this is the overall just after listening all of your conversation and everything, right? Now, the second part of this meeting or second part of this discussion, let's come to the points that we discussed earlier. And I
Okay.
made you note down the points, some points, right? So let's
Yes.
discuss and bring upon those topics, and then we'll
Yeah.
conclude the session. Okay?
Sure. Sure.
Yeah. So if you can bring your notes and help me to recall those points, it would be better, I guess.
The notes is just the how to write a research proposal based
Okay.
on Overleaf. So
Yeah.
Overleaf, I was just going through the videos in the YouTube.
Okay. Okay.
There were many formulas that you can
Yeah.
manipulate in
Yeah.
Overleaf. It's
Yeah.
like just like a coding, like in MATLAB or R programming language.
Yes.
It is
Yes.
similar to that, where you
So
can
so
yeah,
first suggestion that you brought up is about the research role, right? So my
yeah,
suggestion to the students is like if they're applying for PhD or let's say masters, if you are
okay,
uploading your cover letter, your research proposal, in fact anything that is related to your research or anything that is related to scientific writing, you should make it in Overleaf or as in LaTeX. Okay, it brings the
okay,
credibility. So that
okay.
was the one thing, and you mentioned that you already started doing it, right? So
Yes,
that's
yes.
pretty good, and you can
Uh,
even use this generative AI to produce these programs, this latex codes as well, I
okay,
guess. Okay, so you can utilize all those things. Since you mentioned generative AI before, I am
yeah.
also adding it up. What was the second point, Ganesh, if you remember?
The second point was to the to the core topic of the content. I mean, research
Content of.
proposal is one thing, and
Hmm.
what is the major content of the research proposal?
Okay,
Uh,
so
yeah,
yeah, I mean, research proposal itself is a document that you prepare by looking at the advertisement. Okay, if you're looking at a
okay,
PhD advertisement, then you need to make your research proposal in such a way that it reflects or it inclines towards the advertisement. So let's say
okay,
if the advertisement says that you want to find anomalies in graphene using, let's say, using machine learning, then this is a small topic, but you will be having a detailed description from the in the advertisement. And once you look at that, I suggest to go over the advertisement and then write your research proposal. So research
okay,
proposal does not directly indicate that you can put any random topic, right? It should be
okay,
relevant. It should be highly relevant to the advertisement or the position that you are applying. And it generally is in such a way that you maybe I can show some sample by sharing my screen so that it becomes very easy for students to know. Let me check.
Maybe if I start to apply for funded masters, do I need this research proposal?
For funded masters, they don't ask you for research proposal directly.
Okay,
It
okay,
works in such a way that when you are starting to when you are starting to apply or emailing professors, they themselves ask you to send some research proposal if you have any.
okay,
So it works like that.
okay,
Yeah. So for example, I let me share my screen. This is how a research proposal should work like. Like
okay,
it should have an introduction. It should have your research interests. It should have long-term goals. It should have research focus areas. Then it should have keywords, and then finally conclusion. So
mhm.
it's pretty simple and basic research proposal. Very elaborative. It should be brief and to the point. That's it.
Okay, okay.
Yeah. And it
So
needs to be prepared
we should
in
not.
Overleaf or LaTeX.
Okay, I mean we should not use any generative. I mean forms, arts or forms like that. flowcharts or tables.
Yeah,
We
you
can
can
use
add
it.
all the you
You
can
can
add
add
all
it.
those figures, and it
Okay.
makes it more informative. Even though it spans over 4 or 5 pages, that's fine. But if it
Mm,
increases the visibility and reachability,
mm,
that's good. People also add Gantt charts and the timelines in the
and
research proposal, so that's also the case. But it's better to approach professors first and then have all this discussion beforehand, basically.
I have one more question. For example, if I target Germany for my masters
Hmm.
from now onwards, at least
Okay.
from now in the sense, September, first of
Yeah.
September, I target masters in Germany.
Yeah.
So will I get any funding from German universities
So we have
as
already
far
covered.
my profile
Yeah.
is considered?
Yeah,
Maybe,
yeah. I mean,
yeah,
so there are two things, I guess. One is
mm,
something that is Dart scholarship that you can look for, and second
yeah,
is there's Erasmus Mundus scholarship. Okay, both the
okay,
videos are already available on Wikipedia Global
okay,
and other
okay,
social media platforms. Okay, so I
okay,
suggest watching you watching them. Okay, because it's
okay,
highly detailed and to the
okay,
point. So I suggest you to watch one video about Dart on our YouTube channel, and one video about Erasmus Mundus scholarship on the YouTube channel. And in
okay.
fact, the Italian scholarships are generally first come first serve basis. So if you apply early, then you get it early. Okay, and it's already open. So the deadline for all these programs is 1st of December. So please be aware that
Okay.
you need to apply before that. Okay.
Because I thought Germany would be a better option for me other than
Mm.
Italy. So that is the reason. So for Germany, also for Germany, it is 1st of December, right?
Yes, yes,
Yes. Right.
yes.
Okay. So
Okay.
for masters in Germany, I won't need any other than that. I did IELTS, right?
Yes,
IELTS.
you'll need IELTS. But as
Yeah,
you mentioned, I guess you have already cleared IELTS, right?
yeah, in 2013, but it is
Okay, okay.
expired. Yeah.
Yeah. That's
So if
okay.
they ask,
So
yeah,
I recommend you to watch some videos that are already there on portal, so you can kickstart
okay,
your master's journey. Okay, since you were targeting PhD, you might be lagging behind in terms of how to get masters, right?
yeah, yeah,
And now because the thing that you have done is like 10 years ago, and now
yeah,
it's the requirement, right? You need to
yeah.
be updated with the new trends. Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Okay, Ganesh.
So,
Then
if at all,
yeah.
one question is one suggestion is, if at all if you find any funded masters in all over Europe or in Canada, if you can just forward it to me by
Yeah, for sure, for
WhatsApp.
sure.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'll do that.
I will.
Okay, Ganesh. It was nice interacting with you, and thank you so much for joining. Okay.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yeah. Bye bye.